Birds are truly fish specialists. As you see them go into the water for their lunch, you can see that they are in their element. These penguins are native to South Africa and Namibia. If you're wondering why you're not seeing any ice or snow, that's why. The climate down in South Africa is actually very similar to here in Monterey Bay. If you were to look out to that window to your right, you'll see very rocky terrain, white sandy beaches, and very temperate waters and climates. And that's very similar to their natural habitat. You can see as these penguins are going in the water, they are showing off those awesome adaptations that make life in the water possible for them. And one of the adaptations I always love talking about are their eyes. Because penguins are visual predators, which means they need to use their sense of sight and their eyeballs to single out one fish out of a pool of thousands in order to catch it and eat it. But in order to do that, their eyes need to be well suited for the water. The penguins have something called a nictitating membrane. Think of it as an extra lens over their eyeball that acts as their very own pair of swim goggles. And speaking of swim goggles, our penguins are also equipped with their very own wetsuits, and that is their feathers. If you were to see our aviary birds or our seabirds over the top of each other, their feathers look very different because those feathers are used for sustaining life. Instead, penguin feathers are very different. They are small and densely packed, and they can actually interlock like a zipper to create that nice waterproof barrier between their bodies and actually water. For those of you that are in our temple today, you know firsthand just how chilly that water can get. And if you do see some bubbles coming off the back end of our penguins, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but those are not penguin farts, and we don't have gas-powered penguins here at the aquarium. That is actually the air escaping from under those densely packed feathers. And after the feeding, you might notice on the penguins what's called a breathing behavior, which is sort of the burning behavior. They're working more air under those feathers to keep them nice and warm.
I do.
You may be wondering what the black and white coloring is for, because that is the trademark of a penguin, very stylish. But that coloring also helps serve a purpose. It also serves as camouflage when they're out hunting and foraging. I know I'm saying camouflage when they stick out like a show and tell on exhibit, but that black and white patterning, imagine you are a predator of a penguin. If you were to look at them from above, their dark backs blend in with the depths below. If you're a predator that's under them, their white tummies would blend in with the sky above. So that's called counter shading. And quite a few animals utilize that counter shading. But I always like to think of it as a nice form of tuxedo. That is one of my favorite reasons for their black and white coloring. It just looks very stylish. But speaking of black and white, one of the questions I get asked the most is, how do I tell the boys from the girls? And also, how can I tell who's who? It's easy. The girls are black and white, and the boys are white and black. Thank you for that little chuckle there, but I am just kidding. I like to talk to you about the wingman. If you look on the right flipper of each of our penguins, you'll notice everyone has their very own name tag. I'm going to go ahead and put my camera here real quick. If you look at this photograph, give you a zoom in of Walrus and Boulders. Walrus is the one outside of the nest box. She has that black band with white body that means she's a female. And her main Boulders will have a white band with black binding. So I did to tell the males from the females as well as who is who. And you may be noticing that there is one penguin that does not have a wing band on, and that